Good evening, friends. Welcome to Candid Meena. And today, we are going to be talking about Pathan's first day, first show, right? And all the so-called, left-wing media, right? Like Times Now, Economic Times, Money, uh, and Money Talks, or something like that, and many other, of the mainstream media, News 18, they are sort of projecting that Pathan is doing remarkably well at the box office. There are record numbers of people flocking to the theaters and watching the film, and it's a huge success. And it is SRK's comeback film, right? So we'll be showing you proof that it is a huge flop. So coming to the first piece of tweet. It is from a person called Jigish S. And he says something seriously wrong with Pathan review on Twitter and actual position on ground. Even 26 being holiday, all tickets in Mumbai for all shows available. Strangely, there's a consistency in all critic reviews. Everyone giving Pathan 4.5 and 5 stars. People don't. So you can see this is Carnival Mall in Boriwali. Then you have Carnival Mall in Oshiwara. Then you have Gold Cinema in Santa Cruz. You can see everything is in green, right? So, and then let me welcome each and everyone, friends, today. So, hi, Tara. They're not about Indian film. They're greedy for money. Yes, at this moment, Tara, it's not money they're looking at. It's somehow clinging to their fame and among the audience, which they are losing their fame. So sometimes fame is more important than money, right? Once you have the money, the next most important thing is holding on to your fame. I sent you a screenshot. Yes, I'll be showing that. And thank you, Meros, and thank you each and everyone who sent screenshots of empty theaters in our email address. We have received so many screenshots. Thanks for spending your valuable time and taking screenshots and sending it to us so that it'll help this podcast, right, in delivering the truth as to what's happening really, right? Vinod Kumar says all Indians boycott Karachi wood. So, friends, by the way, yesterday we had a wonderful podcast with M.R. Venkatesh. Make sure to check it on our channel. He spoke very particularly with regards to the SSR case, with regards to Roop Kumar Shah being the attendant, and also he spoke about the costs of boycott Bollywood. And also, it's a very, very interesting podcast, and you should, in case you missed it, it is on our channel. Justice for SSR. Yes, good evening, Sunita ji. So, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit the like button. Good evening, Gloria, Manjushri, Pasuprata, good evening. Good evening, Boycott Bollywood Forever. Pathan ki fat gayi, says Munmun. Hi, Poonam. Joined from Fiji, night shift nurse on duty. Oh, okay. Glad to catch up, night. Thanks, Poonam, for taking time out and watching our videos. And I do hope that Boycott Bollywood is very much on in Fiji Island, right? So it's time to teach a lesson to Cuttlewood. Boycott it completely. This Pathan guy has become like a god. He's no longer a god, Harry. He has fallen. Hi, Shweta. How are you? Hi, Tom and Jerry. Hi, Pansy. Hi, Snehal. Good evening, Snehal. Yeah, so buying tickets on their own and giving for free. Now, friends, I do hope you enjoyed this. Just 1 second. I'll be sharing my screen with you.
देंगे सबको फ्री में ओ तेरी भाई आपने पठान का फुल थिएटर बुक किया पूरा सबको फ्री में देंगे फ्री में देंगे सबको फ्री में ओ तेरी
पूरी 800 टिकट 800 टिकट
शाहरुख भाई के लिए
शाहरुख भाई के लिए और क्या नहीं कर सकते, ये तो बहुत छोटी चीज है। और इसको स्पॉन्सर किया हमारे आमिर बशीर भाई ने, सबको फ्री
800 टिकट।
और भाई ये
हार्डकोर फैन
मैंने ना सब उनके लिए, सबके लिए पूरा थिएटर।
अरे वाह।
Then I'll show you another tweet, friends. Is this one?
तो 20 साल की लिमिट made on this planet. Don't.
Okay, and then I want to show you one more thing. Is you can see this. Apparently, this is a video, shot by someone in the theater, and you can see how empty the seats are, right? So. So, guys, what do you think? How much more proof do you need? It's a disaster, absolute unadulterated rubbish. Yes, Anuradha. So, boycott Patan. What a review. Good -0. -0. Boycott druggies and anti-nationals. Patan should be taught lesson by public, so Bollywoodians never dares to give us their crap product. Sohail Khan is offering free tickets on purchase of any of the products. Yes, friends. So this is, I'll just show you, and this is huge, right? Like this, particularly this. What's happening here? These free tickets are selling by Patan producer to beat KGF to record. Congratulations, fake record. Bollywood back then. Dangal also did the same to beat Bahubali box office record. So they're doing each and everything, like buying 800 or 50,000 tickets, and just giving it to people to go to a theater and watch, right? This is exactly what Harry. How low can Gutter get? My mind is blown away. Yes, but you go to Economic Times, you go to News 18, you go to all those friendly media channels like NDTV, and you just see the articles being written that Pink Villa, right? You will see record opening for Patan day one. Deflate, boycott Bollywood, justice for Sushant, Disha and others. Yes, Har Har Mahadev. Yes, Sonal. Justice for SSR. PR department will say the film open at a blockbuster amount. Now, I'll show you more proof, friends. Now, this is some screenshots. Okay, this is a meme which is going around, is that you can see SRK's face and you look at his body, right? Look at the proportion of his, head and the size of his head and to the size of his body, right? You have SRK's, it looks like a deep fake, right? So coming to the film, the film Patan. Now, what's happening is SRK's Patan released on January 25th, a day ahead of Republic Day, which is tomorrow, right? Now, this particular image got viral when some wondered if the picture was actually a still from the movie or it was a deep fake tech at work where someone's face was plastered on someone else's body. Now, soon netizens started making memes and jokes on this particular image, which I'm showing it to you. And some people compared this photo to an alien from the movie Men in Black. Now, apparently, so this is the kind of content which Patan is offering, right? It's kind of hilarious. People are laughing. Hi, Bardhan. Afghanistan ka bura haal hai, says Devin. Gone are the era of superstars. They are not even worth 1 rupee of our hard-earned money or our valuable time. Yes, Chitra. All reviewers are paid to write. Recently, I saw a review for the film Double XL in a national newspaper. It is given 4 out of 5 stars, where it has already been given just 1/5 by others, right? By people who are, common people like you and me, who see the film for what it is. Is this hideous picture a meme or is it real? This is the same thing which I'm wondering, Sona. And this has become a viral meme, and people, have had a good laugh. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is real, Sona, with the kind of VFX technology which is being used in this film, right? You have, Shah Rukh Khan apparently, on a jet ski, on what do you say, the thing which you used to fly, um, you know, and he's not wearing any sort of helmet, right? When he's flying off from the plane, right? I was reading some reviews and the friendly media giving the scrap movie great reviews. Yes, so you can see how all this fake media is giving such a good review for Pathan. In my humble opinion, Collywood is also into Brahmin and Hindu shaming. Yes, I mean it's a bit subtle down in the south, but you can see it especially in certain Malayalam films, right? Even the VFX is horrible. Do they think we are fools to believe this? Yes. They think you're fools. They need to polish. They need to polish and work on their brains, not their body. CG can make them look like superheroes. Who cares? Yes. Yes, Tom and Jerry. Christopher, okay, with all due respect, SSR is the king of hearts, not of that dirty place called Bollywood. Yes, he called up Assam Minister Himanta Biswa and asked who. So Himanta Biswa asked SRK who, SRK who, right? That's kind of hilarious. So now, friends, this is more pictures being sent by our dear Candid Meena fans and following. So we have this is a Regal Theater in USA. It is in Philadelphia, which is in the US, right? You can see most of the seats empty, and just few are occupied. Then you have this again sent by one of viewers, and it is Patan. It is in Canton, and you can see most of the seats are available. And this is a theater in Liverpool, UK. You can see most of the seats are available for Patan. And you can see this is a rather dark image. Apparently, the seats ahead are fully empty. Again, Regal in Atlanta, US. And this is in Abu Dhabi, which is in the United Arab Emirates. You can see clearly that most of the seats are available. So now this begs the question, right? SRK, all the mainstream media, all the Bollywood-friendly media, says is the king of Bollywood, right? So he had Dilwale, Fan, Race, all these are flops. Jab Harry, Met Sejal, Zero, and now Patan. So you can see from where to where he has reached. Yeah. Hi, Neelam. Hi, Sunil. Patan ka MKB. SRK should stop acting in grandpa roles. The superhero roles doesn't suit him. I think he will leave acting altogether, Shah. Today, MNS leader Amey Kopakar had warned the cinema hall to give primetime screen to regional Marathi film in Maharashtra. Okay, Dhanashri. Gatawood, Karachi with Tollywood has used innocent people's hard-earned money for too long. Time to kick Gatawood to the curb. Gatawood is full of brain-dead people. Boycott Bollywood, please. Yes. I don't get one thing. Aren't new movies always released on Fridays in India? How come Patan released on Wednesday. Maybe it's because they think tomorrow being a holiday, people will go. Yes, this is one of the likely reasons, Zoya. And I really don't know why they released it on Wednesday. It is kind of unusual, like you said. So both Allah Mata Vaishnavi did not help, says Savitri. When you have so much of negative karma, how can God help you, right? For anyone. Already the movie is leaked online and show. Yes, Chitra, and there was many reports that apparently the movie got leaked. The full movie got leaked, and now they will come up with the excuse that friends. To the Indian media that don't download the torrent version of Patan as it is leaked. Don't encourage piracy. All those things, and they will very soon release it on some OTT platform like Amazon Prime or Netflix. Critics said that the only person who will gain by this movie is John Abraham. Okay, SRK, Chipika, Salman are all disaster. So much for an inflated PR, pro-Pakian, anti-Indian film. Yes, Sonal. And also, friends, don't forget the fact that Salman Khan is also playing a cameo in this particular film. And you can see how close Salman Khan and SRK is. So apparently Salman Khan's new film trailer launched. It's called Kisi Ki Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, and in that you have Pooja Hegde as the heroine. So you can see why he's taking the South Indian film actress as heroine now, right? Especially Telugu film actress, and also there'll be a cameo of SRK in that particular film. So they are helping each other. It's a mutual admiration society between SRK and Salman Khan, right? After this movie is flopped, SRK and Deepika should settle in Afghanistan, says Dhanashri. Shah Rukh Khan is not a king of Bollywood. He is king of Karachi Wood. Yes, Harry. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan destroys a missile using a mobile phone. How is it possible, right? So he is completely, challenging all these security agencies. He's challenging the laws of physics and reality and whatnot, Manju. So, good evening, Nina. I think it's time to change term voluntary retirement to forcibly retirement for Bollywoodian due to boycott Bollywood. Yes, Shweta, and I'm sure that at some point of time they will just act in some small cameo roles, and So how they wish the Bollywood they could buy some youth. How they wish there was a brain Botox too. How they sell nudity and disrespect Sanatan Dharma. Yes, Neelam, and that's the reason why people are boycotting Bollywood, right? I wonder how Deepika felt in Besharam's Rang song. Nearly touched her. Yeah, see, Bardhan, Deepika Padukone has always been an opportunistic person, right? She always sees, opportunity to make, money, whatever it is, like, standing a few minutes in JNU, and so be whatever the cost, like she will, she has no sort of particular, morals or ethics in terms of earning money for herself, right? So she will do anything. The former good actor has gone senile, says Sonal. He was never a good actor, in my opinion, from the start, Sonal. So it was fully, people's perception, right? Because he was SRK is SRK in all the roles, right? The kind of stammering which he has, and the way in which he, stretches his hands, irrespective of the kind of role he's being offered. So he will never get to the crux of the character in that particular film which he's acting, right? So he was never a good actor, in my opinion. I don't want to watch this stupid movie, even if it's leaked and available for free. And even if you're paid, also, I'm sure you wouldn't, watch it. Shah. Hi, Vishali. How are you? I've heard, as per some reports, there were capacity of more than 50 lakh viewers in cinema halls around 1980s. Now it is around 33 lakhs. Boycott was going on for long. Not sure, but if data is true, now, I mean, like all over India, there is so many theaters which is open right now. Even in tier two, tier three cities, you have malls, you have cineplexes. So you have a lot of film screens, and you have people going to theaters. So I wouldn't be surprised, Kaushik. I don't think anyone wants to waste a second watching it, even though it's leaked, says Tom and Jerry. SRK has repeatedly said he is friend of Pakistan and his father is from Pakistan. Yes, Chitra, and also you have seen the picture with Imran Khan. He's seen with Imran Khan, right, a former Pakistani prime minister. They're doing everything to declare hate. Yes, Vivek, why are they doing this? Why are they paying so much of money, to buy PR activity for SRK when he's such a big star, right? And they're confident that his film will become a hit. Why are they spending money on buying tickets, 800 or 50,000 tickets and giving it for free to watch, right? Because they're scared, right? They know that boycott Bollywood is a very, very effective movement, right? Why do you think Sunil Shetty, was begging to Yogi Adityanath for somehow to stop this boycott Bollywood movement? Seeing this roadside chapri fans of SRK outside theaters standing in big lines being paid to come and watch the movie was so hilarious. SRK, you're doomed. Please realize it. At least now, says Zoya. Yes. Other than paid media, people are saying it is a usual scriptless film. Yes. Certain people who are, on the neutral side, Meera, said that the film lacks any sort of script. It is just mindless action scenes, poorly scripted sequences, poor CGI graphics, and all these cheesy one-liners from SRK and Salman Khan, right? Since Patan is a flop, expect a photo shoot of Akla. It'll be even more horrible than his film, says Kat. Real Pathans were climbing aircrafts to leave their country and to settle in the land of Kafis. Local Hakla Khan is saving the world in his dreams. Yes, Devi. Because as you know, the funding is coming from elsewhere. I've seen Janvi Kapoor picture dressed as Sunny Leon, but why? To get some sort of attention, Vivek, right? What kind of film, has she acted in which was a hit, right? She has to, she has to fit in the shoes of the legendary actress Sridevi, right? And being Sridevi's daughter, she has to do something to remain in the limelight. I was watching internet today and there were headlines that SRK's film Pathan is a hit. So the question which you should be asking yourself, Nina, is which news channel did you see, right? And then you can understand, why they say it's a hit. Good evening, Nexus. One of the reviewer said that it's a tight slap to boycott Bollywood people. He said it's a super hit film. I gave him an apt reply. I asked, how much did SRK pay you? Says Gayatri. SRK and Salman are quid pro quo couple. Yes. Now, after years of major fights and differences, now it is I'll scratch your back and you scratch mine. Yes. So especially when, if you remember that Aryan Khan was, caught in the cruise case, right, with Samir Wankade. It was at that time. Salman Khan came in a car and reached SRK's residence to give him some sort of support or something. But it looks kind of suspicious to me, right? Is it just a mere friendship we are talking about, friends? I don't think so. It doesn't look that simple. No wonder they will declare it a hit as they did with Brahmastra. Yes, this is the kind of strategy which is being put into place by Bollywood to counter the hashtag boycott Bollywood movement. Vivek. Her dad is a national name. I wonder how the dad felt when his song came out. Yes, but then I don't think they're, they are very close at this point of time. Maybe how many days they will buy tickets and give it for free. If movie is good, then the graph grows every day, not on first day of the week. Shweta, see, I'll give you one perfect example, friends. Now, if you go to Instagram, or if you want to go to some other social media like Facebook, you can literally, if you have money, you can buy followers, you can buy likes, and you can even buy comments with by spending some money, right? And that is called a non-organic way of growing yourself as a brand. And then there is the hard way of creating yourself as a brand is by by people, by word of mouth, by showing your talent, and by not spending any money on buying likes or followers or comments. That's called the organic way of growing. So similarly, Patan is not growing organically. It is not an organic success. It's a non-organic success, right? Because if you're paying money to buy around 50,000 tickets, if you're paying money to book the entire shows across various theaters across India, right? Is that an organic success? SRK floats around a lot of fake stories, at times Pakistani and other times Afghan. Yes, Tom and Jerry. Salman is in cameo because the next project is to bring Salman, SRK, and Hrithik for the next spy thriller. Shameless people. Yes, Chitra. Patan is declared flop. It won't be declared flop in the mainstream media, right? But if you look at Twitter, you analyze the trends on Twitter, you will realize it's a flop. BBC is showing Modi interview and making him bad, and something is up. Yes, BBC has always, projected a negative image of India, right? They don't like to see, India growing, the Indian economy becoming strong. So there's always an agenda behind the BBC. I was referring to Nasruddin. Movies used to release on Fridays, but this time these people are trying to fool Hindus. Today is Ganesh Chaturthi. Yes. Ganesh Chaturthi is not today, friends. I mean, like, you're wrong on that. It's 19th September, right? Pratiksha. Is BBC documentary a diversion tactic to divert a boycott trend of Patan? No, I don't think so. Username. It's to target Modi. Khan Patan, what a joke. Europe में सब asylum apply कर रहे. No Sushant, no Bollywood. Yes. Thank you all for the Candid Meena family and SSRians for being so supportive of Bollywood boycott. Yes, Selva. And see, the important thing is to sustain this movement, right? People should not, forget, think that, okay, Patan is a flop, and then, we forget and we go on with our lives, right? This should not be the case. Then they would have won. If people, the moment when people forget, that is when Bollywood would come back. I was responding to a comment by username about Nasruddin Shah, who was a good actor. He seems to have gone senile. Yes, Sonal. It seems to me that Lambuji did not leave anyone when Amrita Singh was dancing at a party. He chased her and kissed her. So there too, he followed her, says Vardhan. He's a womanizer, Bardhan. It's not just Lambu, it's not just flop. Yes, his ill-mannered fans and PR will make unnecessary hype, and that Patan is super hit. So yes, ill-mannered fans. So that's the keyword, Nexus Media, right? If you go to any social media website and you sort of criticize SRK, they will call your family members out. They will call you all sorts of names. So that's the kind of ill-mannered fans that SRK fans are. Made my day, Nexus Media. Yes, all these Khans would go to Dubai forever. And the next day, Amrita had to shoot with, yeah. So, friends, there is SRK has some real good reviews from his fellow people in Bollywood. And apparently, it is none other than Ajay Devgan. Ajay said, like Patan is releasing and whatever reports we are reading about the advance booking, it seems fantastic. And I'm very happy about it from the bottom of my heart. And I tell this to everyone that we all should be very happy about this. And SRK replied, Ajay has been a pillar of support and love to me and my family for years. He's a wonderful actor and a beautiful human being, strong and silent. So apparently, then you'll be surprised to note, Prabhas of Bahubali film, the Prabhas who acted in Bahubali, the Telugu actor, he also, supported Patan film, and he said, wish SRK the very best. And he's going to act with Siddharth Anand film, right, with Deepika Padukone. The next person to congratulate SRK is Anurag Kashyap. Now, Anurag Kashyap said, Shah Rukh Khan has never looked this beautiful and we came to watch him. Such a dangerous action. This is the first of a kind role for Shah Rukh. I don't think he has done anything like this before. So there's kind of all these hilarious reactions coming in, right, from, it's like a mutual admiration society in Bollywood, right? Because I think they are watching each other's films because people are not watching their films. So this is the best kind of strategy which is being put in place. Someone was saying, since we have Saifi now, Virushka should be called KL Rahul and Atiya as Ratia. I felt, thank God, Chunky Pandey didn't marry Atiya. That's a good one, Karthik. First time in history of Bollywood did actor himself have to buy his tickets, give it out for free, target poor people on streets to lure to get into theaters and do what not to make his movie run. So what kind of, I also heard that, all the videos of people dancing in the theaters, that was all pre-planned. It was by the PR team of SRK. SRK has a lot of these fan clubs who told openly that we are going to buy 50,000 tickets across India. And so they planned that we'll be shooting this kind of videos of people removing their shirts, dancing to the song of Patan inside the theater, and they will show it in Twitter and make it viral. So all sorts of because they are never they have a lot of money power, and this is the kind of agenda and plan they sort of implement. Probably their closeness to ISI agents is a storyline to attack our hardworking raw agents. Deepika is an ISI agent in the film, and John is an ex-raw agent, yes, who want to revenge our country. Cheap propaganda. So you can see this is a script of Patan, which Chitra has mentioned, and you can see the kind of how Deepika is an ISI agent in the film Patan. So now, what are they trying to prove? Are they trying to glamorize ISI agents in the film, right, by showing Deepika as an ISI agent, right? Someone was saying, since we have sci-fi, yeah, we have taken that. One should know Deepika ran fake narrative during the time of SSR's death, that he was depressed indirectly, plus she shared a platform with JNU goons. Yes, Dhanashri, and people are doing so. I always had a good respect for Lambuji. He chants Hanuman Chalisa. Now Buddha Satya, yes. What about Taliwali Mami Vishali? UK shows pretty full most days up to Saturday. Body. UK shows. Cineworld. Asha, I just showed you. Some of our people in UK. Yeah, this is in Liverpool and it's kind of empty. They've shown Raw Guy a villain. Yes. What can we expect? What can we expect from Karachi Wood? Yes, an ex-Raw person, Chetan. So I think this fake PR to make Pathan hit is to revive Bollywood once again, so that public start watching their crappy movies again, with no creativity or content. Yes, well said, Shah. Sridevi is probably turning in her grave, seeing that her dear daughter Janvi has been turned into, yes, Sonal, especially, who would die in a bathtub, right? I mean, who would die in a bathtub? Who would drown in a bath? Can't cater to the lowest common denominator of the masses. Only those who would be seeing the movie, that too for free this time, yes. They can use VFX for his body in a film. Won't they use Photoshop for his photos? Yes. And MR also, friends, yesterday's podcast with MR Venkatesh was very, very interesting. And he also alluded to the fact that all the intelligence agencies like the ED and the income tax should be looking into the possible money laundering angles of these new Bollywood films, right? So why is the ED not looking into that? And they should look into it. I mean, this is kind of hilarious, if this is an actual scene in the film, right? Since Deepika to leave Bollywood scene, is she going to work for Vivid? I would never forget the day when Shah Rukh insulted SSR on the award show. Yes, I hated him since he must apologize. Yes, he was. It was even Shahid Kapoor was also on stage on that particular award show, and they made fun of Sushant Singh Rajput. Right? They asked him to dance, and they did not play any music, and they sort of asked him to dance without any sort of music or without anyone singing in the background. So what can be a bigger insult to the great SSR, right? No real patriots will never turn against the country. Look at our Samir Wankade. Yes, he's still working hard to expose the mafia in spite of being humiliated. Yes, hats off to officers like Samir Wankade ji. Right? There should be more and more officers like this in India. More and more youngsters should be inspired by the likes of Samir Wankade. Ajay Devgan upcoming film Bola is remake of the Tamil film Katti. In poster, Ajay Devgan is seen with Trishul. Yes, I don't. I can't stand Karina. Yeah, now her recent video, she's begging. Yes, Bollywood is needed. What a joke. We don't need vulgarity to stay happy. So Zoya, she was the same person who said, if you don't like our films, don't watch it. Right? It's your choice. And now she's begging. With her attitude and lifestyle, I won't be surprised if she joins Vivid for money. She can do anything. The worst part is each and everyone putting a blame on SSR. Yes, it is boomeranging. You can see how karma is, working, right? Even if it takes a little bit of time, karma never fails. It's not like any particular justice system. It is not under the influence of money power. Karma is not under the influence of contacts. Karma is not under the influence of politicians, right? Maybe they want to attack Modi's government for handling COVID by our own vaccine. Why would they bring bioterrorism as part of their story? See, I wouldn't, consider BBC. They always had an agenda, right? They always want to show India in a very negative light. Now they will next make a negative documentary on Yogi Adityanath. Just wait and watch. John's backstory is a replica of Shetty's backstory of Mehuna, but I was surprised to see theater was actually full. Yes. IMDb closed user reviews. What a coward, says username. Hold on. I'll just check out IMDb. IMDb in Pathan. So, friends, I mean, see, even in IMDb, what the PR will do is PR for SRKs do. They can hire at least 100 to 200 writers to write some sort of positive reviews on the website. So, I mean, they can do anything. But then again, they already have the money now, so I think they will go only for name and fame from here on. Yes. I'm surprised how Anupam Kher and Payal Rohitgi changed the narrative. Yes, because they want, they want jobs and work, which is their livelihood, right? Like, I mean, in the case of Anupam Kher, I think he has made enough money, but still, he wants more and more, work in Bollywood, and that's why he has changed the narrative. We had to boycott. They stand on road with the ball. Yes, begging ball. Yes, Gayatri. Okay, Chetan says, I was a diehard SRK fan and watched every film, interview shows, Filmfare award shows, but now I have stopped watching his films since 2015 after I got to know about these people. Yes, Chetan, and especially most of the people were, fans of SRK, before the death of Sushant Singh Rajput. And after the year 2020, that is when things changed drastically, right? For Bollywood, I did not see headlines. They showed huge crowd shouting slogans. Yes, no doubt the fans were paid, Neela, right? I mean, why can't media show the video clips which I showed you in the beginning, right? I showed you, they're buying tickets. I showed you a video where it is that inside the theater it is empty. They won't show you those kind of videos, right? Okay. They're Humpty and Dumpty sitting on a wall, didn't know when they will have their great fall. It is Ganesh Chaturthi today too. Okay.
It's over.
People who don't have self-esteem and insecure will always praise a fake idol. Yes, divided streets of America. All the people about to hit deep down thinking Titanic is just floating and not sinking. Yes. We only boycott Bollywood in an honest way. We don't embarrass them as they did publicly. Yes. And that's the reason why, this hashtag boycott Bollywood movement, is so strong and powerful. But the only thing is people should carry on with the hashtag boycott Bollywood movement, right? People should not forget this. SRK is beautiful. You call men handsome or good looking, okay? Cut. Anurag Kashyap is a chaprasi of Bollywood. Okay. He is busy sitting on Tapsi's lap all the time. I see him, Dhanashri. So that's kind of hilarious. He sits on all the actresses' lap, right, for publicity. So that's the only way he can gain publicity at this point of time. I wish total destruction of Bollywood, says Mamta. Okay, even today is Ganesh Jayanti. सर आप जिन जिन के नाम लिए शाहरुख खान के सपोर्टर्स की सब उसके चमचे हैं. Yes, all these fans are, absolute chamchas, blind followers. Chamchas means blind followers of SRK. And and which means to say that they are paid, right? They must be paid something, some small rupees, right? To sort of, be diehard fans. Ajay Devgan and Sunil Shetty were my favorites since I was in school. Now both of them have lost all respect forever. Ajay seemed very different to me always, but even he is part of the cabal. Otherwise, Zoya, you cannot survive in Bollywood for so long, right? If you don't listen to the kind of rules which are laid out, then you will never make it in Bollywood. They compared Ayan Mukherjee with James Cameron. Okay. Next, you will see Hakla being compared to Tom Cruise in Top Gun. They always, there was a video in which I think one of his fan clubs, showed, two photos with SRK in Pathan and Tom Cruise in Top Gun. So, kind of hilarious. Let Hakla just go for the top of Burj Khalifa and jump. Yes. By the way, Atiya's dad is also not holier than saint. It is said once he called up a female journo at night and said, I can't sleep, need to talk to you, and asked her, okay. Theatre going empty with no takers in Dubai. Okay, this is kind of interesting, friends. Position Calls is making a big statement saying theatres going empty with no takers in Dubai. And SRK is the brand ambassador for Dubai tourism. So that's a huge statement. And that's, so what more proof do you need, guys? So we have a lot of people, showing you the actual state of what, of how Pathan is performing in different, countries across the globe, across different theaters in different cities. And so we are showing you the real situation, the reality, right? So friends, it is very important for you that, you sort of like this video and you share it with your friends. You see, because a lot of people will, blindly, believe what is being said by the Bollywood-friendly media, the mainstream media, right? That Pathan is a super hit. And they will sort of become, depressed or whatever. But by sharing this particular video, to them, they will know what is exactly going on, right? They had the audacity to call Pathan Avatar too. That is a big, one of the funniest comments was then. So James Cameron's face once he sees Pathan, my God. A major international star of India and all's empty abroad. Yes, Karthik. Hindus are more united in UK than any of the Europe. Many Kashmiri pundits are there. So Vishali, are you based in UK? So how do people look to Rishi Sunak as the UK president? Sorry, the Prime Minister. Now they will sing. Okay, me too. Boycott Walloon. That's hilarious, Gloria. Ultimately, at the end of the day, what speaks is the results. If boycott is failure, then all producers should be laughing all the way to the bank. Matter of time, yes, Karthik. I wouldn't be surprised if they release, Pathan to OTT very soon, right? In 1 month or 2 months.
April.
YouTube channels like Tried and Refuse Production are promoting the scrap movie. Pathan says, Dhanashri, yes, I wouldn't be surprised that, many of the YouTubers who are friendly to Bollywood, they'll be promoting the film Pathan, giving them very awesome reviews, making a vlog, right? Going to theaters, getting some, good money on the side. Deepika should henceforth be called Deepika, says Chitra. Laford, we should boycott Bollywood, both South and North, both copies from Hollywood, literally. Yes, Aryan. I never would have believed that these people in Bollywood was like, it's shocking how I know the real worms there. I don't want to see or hear about them. They look like innocent, they took innocent people's lives. Yes, Leela. By the way, what has Anupam Chopra said about Pathan? I mean, it'll always be, anything positive about Pathan, right? Hi, Srinivas. Our real heroes are the Indian Army. Yes, Prashant. And those are the kind of heroes which, we should admire. Not only Indian Army, people in central agencies like Samir Wankadi, right? All those kinds of people are heroes. Of course, she will say that it's a hit. What more can she do? She even a real. See, in fact, she is a part of the cabal, so she cannot say anything negative, no matter how horrible the film is. Even if it's a film, acting Ananya Pandey, she will say it's one of the greatest films ever made, right? So it's nothing surprising. We should start boycott trend of Netflix and Amazon Prime. They are saying these anti-India moving by buying rights for huge money. That's the main reason. See, I'll tell you one interesting fact about Netflix is that they're cutting down on account sharing or password sharing. Right. So, for example, in India, right, you have many people, sharing one Netflix account with many of your family members, your friends, right? So what Netflix is doing is they're going to stop. You can no longer share your Netflix account with any of your family members. You can have only one device with your active. So which means to say that if you're seeing Netflix on your TV, for example, right, you cannot, someone else cannot see TV, Netflix on your account at the same time. So that's how they're cracking, and that's a huge move. And I'm sure that 50 to, I mean, almost 70% business they will lose again. So that's hilarious. Yes, who cares? My money, my choice, says Poonam. I do not find these Jamuras entertaining. Yes, Poonam, man. Thanks for the super chat. Self-proclaimed movie critic. That is true. She is damn. Yes. Just saw her review. She has praised it to the moon. I'll bet she must have been paid a hefty amount. Midget didn't pay her well. That's why she criticized him for Lal Singh Chadda. Yes. Kangana's comeback on Twitter a day before the release of Pathan may not be a coincidence. See, Pratiksha, I've never, Kangana is a, she keeps changing sides like a chameleon. Right before she, supported SSRians, then she took a sudden U-turn. Right, then she acted in one of the Ekta Kapoor reality shows called Lock Up, which was a huge flop, right? And so she will see where the opportunity is, right? And then she will go according to what is a sort of popular at that particular point of time. She'll see where the tide is. So friends, I do hope you got a real the reality of what's happening exactly across different cities, across different countries, as to the first day and first show of Pathan and how it is performing. With all the kind of videos and screenshots which I shared towards the beginning of this podcast. So friends, if you do like our videos, please make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Share it with people who are not aware of what's happening in Bollywood. Share it with friends in your WhatsApp groups. Especially young people. And until then, thanks for joining in, and wish you a good evening. And until then, have a good evening, and Jai Hind. Thanks.